Hey everybody, this is Robert from Asia Pacific Gardening. Today is January 9, 2026. So 2 years ago we pruned this tree and now it's the winter season. The leaves are off, but we want to give you the update when the leaf off, what the structure look like. Of course, the tree 2 years, they've been grown that much. You can see here, grow a little bit long. The red color here, this is all new grow. So if you follow this and maintain by yourself, basically you can pruning back, do some haircut. You see the one on the top, because get the better light condition, so they grow faster. You can see it's really dense right now, so you need to do the maintenance like that.
Let's look at the silhouette here. Let me change the setting. You can see the movement of the branches, and that's what we want to see when we prune a maple tree. Not a giant mushroom. Look at the fine detail of our work. And remember, we only pruned this once, so we got a few more prunings to go for sure.
And see the space what we pruning, you can see the space in between. You don't want everything right here and it's too cloudy. It's like a big umbrella. So we try to open up all the space in between. So we on the other side of the tree. Remember, if you're looking at the video when we're pruning, we're training the tree because there's a space, and we put the wire. We pull these branches right here to the position to cover the empty space in what we have right now. Before we put the wire, or if we've not put the wire, the branch right here will be like on this side right here.
Yeah, it's like way over here.
The big hole right here. So this is take time to let the tree, training the tree, the branches put in the location what we want.
And like even with all the leaves gone, you can't tell that there's a wire. So that's why we use the wire that we use, because it kind of hides it all. And these are all the leaves that have fallen during the fall. And just leave it here and it becomes a compost. Let's look at the tree from the inside. We are on the inside of the tree, and look at how open the canopy is. This is what you want to do when pruning a maple, so it lets sunlight in evenly. Otherwise it becomes a big mushroom and you'd only have leaves on the outside. And that's gross. Don't mushroom your maple. It's nasty. So here's a close-up look at the branches and where we prune. So there's different thickness, right? These little thin ones right here. The tools that we use, if you visit pnetools.com/bonsai and use promo code bonsai at checkout, you can use 10% off all the tools that we use when we prune our maples. So something small like this right here, see 1, 2, 3, maples always grow in threes. And you literally just prune this one off, cut the middle one. That's how you shorten it. For these thicker ones here, we recommend using the blue B777. These have a ratchet pruning technology, gives you more power to prune the thicker branches. It really gives your hands a break if you have a lot of thicker ones to prune. And then finally, for these big boys here, you don't need to cut too many of them, but if your tree asks for it, we recommend using the B2700. This is the bigger version of the ratchet pruner, and this gives you even more power to prune the thicker branches, and it will really give your arms and wrists a break. So again, visit pnetools.com/bonsai. Use promo code bonsai at checkout, and then you get 10% off select barnail tools that we use on a daily basis. And then you can prune your tree into this. Damn, look at that. You tell me this looks ugly? Well, you are wrong. And we often get asked on our video, when is a good time to prune a maple? In our experience, and mind you, we're here in the Pacific Northwest in the Seattle area, we can prune virtually any time except in peak summer heat. And we don't prune in the summer heat, one, because I sweat a lot. I don't want to prune when it's too hot. And also the sun just dries out the fresh cuts way too fast. We like to prune in the spring, fall. We can see the leaves. It allows us to do precision pruning. We know what branches has what leaves. The benefit of pruning in the winter, however, you can see the structure a lot easier, but it's also harder to see what branches are alive and where the buds are going to grow out of. We certainly prune in the late fall, in the early fall, in the late spring, early spring. Look back on our videos. You can see our pruning techniques are different depending on the season. You can prune virtually any time in the Pacific Northwest except when it's super hot out. The most important part after a pruning is to make sure you give your tree plenty of water, because it's going to need a lot of energy to heal itself, to give itself new leaves, to flush out the new growth. So remember, after you prune, give it heavy water, never let the soil dry out. And we got a few more maples that we're gonna do an update on, so let's go see those.
Now we're back to this beautiful tree, and we pruned this tree back to 2025 May, around that area, around that time. And one of the reason we also pruned this tree because we consider this a security for the road. And you can see when you back out your car, you cannot see the other car from the other side. That is for the safety. So if you have the tree blocking your view on your driveway, you should consider to open up the tree. Of course, if you're looking at the position right now, this is facing to west, okay? And so the plant grow faster. There's no cover, no big tree around it, so the tree grow healthy. And so you need to go basic maintenance. Once in a while, you need to do some pruning. You can see here a lot of new growth. See, this is all red color here, already 6 months, and they already grow like that much. So that's why you can see crossing each other is that you need to do the maintenance. Now is the winter time. You can see the red color one. If this is too close each other, you just go pruning and maintenance and open up, because you don't need that much branches right here crossing each other.
So let's take a look at the inside of this tree. Look how open that is. Sunlight will evenly be distributed, give you the even amount of back buds, and that sun peeping through over there. All right, and also on the same property is that tree. So let's go take a look.
This is a lovely tree, and the size of the tree is easy to maintain on the top, but you want to maintain the bottom part is really hard.
Yeah, remember in the video, I was literally laying on my back inside cutting that.
So this kind of tree structure, you need to working low. That's what is really hard. Plus, if you not maintain that, it's easy became like a mushroom, because the all maple tree grow that way down to the ground. You're not going to see the structure. So you need the maintenance, open up in between. You can see here in between, get some space right here, and then you can looking at the structure.
And remember the philosophy of niwaki pruning. You should prune it in a way where birds can fly through the canopy and rest on the branches.
So in front of me here, look at the branches right here. This is for 6 months. They already grow like that long.
That's too long.
That's a maple. So as you own the tree, you need to maintain this and just cut back. You don't need to cut back all of them, but when you see it have the pair of the scissors what we promote, that's a really good one for the general maintenance.
Let's look at it from the inside. And this is on the underside of this tree. Look at that. This is gorgeous. You tell me you prefer the mushroom look This is so much better. You can see the structure, you can see the shape. And actually on our way here, we saw some nasty looking mushroom maples. Let me show you. That's so nasty. Why? Don't prune the maples like this. So gross.
This is the giant tree what we're working with. You see the size like a U-Haul truck. And now is without the leaf. You can see how beautiful the structure. Of course, this is the early 80s. The owners have planted this one here, and with the well maintenance. So we open up the tree. Remember, every space right here, we get some space so the tree will be grow better, and clean up all the moss. You use it right here, and that's another work you need to do. But nice structure. I can see the sky from here, and the tree section by section make the tree, the structure looks better.
Let's look at it from the inside. And here's a view from the inside. I don't know if y'all remember what it looked like before. I think I can add a clip of what it looked like before versus now. So much more opened up. Light can get through. And now you can really see the movement of the branches. This is one of our most favorite trees that we got to work on. And this tree is so massive, we need to thin it out a little bit more than usual. Yeah, and it's the first time it's ever been pruned this way. So this is, I'm excited to see what this looks like when it leaves out in the spring. So when pruning big maples, try to work one section at a time. So this right here, treat this as like one bonsai. And then this is one bonsai. This is one bonsai. So each structure, you can break it down. It makes the work a little bit more tolerable. Pruning a big tree maple like this is a lot of work. Took my dad and I a total of, I think, 9-10 hours. And we moved pretty quick. Look at this. Why would you want a mushroom maple and not this? This is beautiful.
Again, like a Nolan say, every section is a nice tree, and you try to prune your tree in the section. This is like a windswept tree here. This combination of this silver bonsai for this tree make the beauty of the whole tree looks better, because every section, the detail is really nice.
Yeah, you can put
It's like a windswept.
can put a bonsai pot right about here.
Yep.
This will look really cool. That's an idea. And if you've seen the original video, I was debating on whether or not if I should remove that up top. I think keeping it was a right idea. We chopped it off, it looked really flat. But this is also a good bonsai piece. Maybe I can add a pot in there so you can see it. Cool, huh? Just a final look of this tree from this side. Look at that. This is gorgeous. Remember, prune it in a way where birds can fly through it and perch on the branches. Turn your tree into a safe haven for local birds, because they all need it right now. And then we're looking at this branch structure, and then let me zoom in. Put a bonsai pot right about there. Look at that tree. Beautiful.
So after we review several projects that what we done before, you can see, hopefully this information can help you. When you're pruning the maple tree, it's not like a landscape tree. You're just pruning back the leaf, but we want to keep the structure, and the structure is very important. Learn something from the basic bonsai structure, and you can combine with the how you prune the maple tree. That's very help your knowledge and help the tree get the better art value. So that's what we suggest you to compare. And every tree is a different. you're the owner of the tree, and you look at the tree, study the tree, and maintain the tree.
And if you have a tree that you've pruned, send us some before and after pictures. Send them to bonsai@asiapacificgarden.com, and we can incorporate your work in our future videos.
This is the basic information we share with you. And if you like this video, click like, share this video with your friend. If you in my area in Ken, swing by, welcome to ask any question. And looking forward to see you again. Thank you for watching this video.